All right, let's bring in our political panel. Al Mottur, former Hillary Clinton campaign national finance team member, Democratic strategist and partner at Brownstein Hyatt Farber Schreck, and William McGinley, former Trump White House cabinet secretary and assistant to the president. Thank you both, gentlemen, for joining us. Let's get right into it, especially with this Pelosi news. So Speaker Pelosi could touch down in Taiwan sometime this weekend. The administration didn't really think this was the greatest idea. Obviously, China does not want her to go, but Republicans, for the most part, have been very supportive of a potential trip. Here's Republican Senator Dan Sullivan on the show just in the last hour.
There's a lot of things the speaker has done that I don't agree with, but I think it's time for Americans to close ranks on this ability to travel to Taiwan, which we do regularly, and not let the Chinese Communist Party dictate.
Al, I'll come to you first. Why do you think this administration was seemingly trying to get in the way of a potential trip to Taiwan?
Well, I think typically you see this with administrations. They like to run their diplomacy the way they want to do it in the time and manner that they want to do it, and they don't like others doing it instead. But I agree with Senator Sullivan. I always agree with Senator Pelosi. And she tends to know better than most, as you've seen throughout her career, what's the right thing to do. And standing with Taiwan is a very good thing to do.
Yeah, we'll see if that actually happens this weekend. William, I got to ask you, in terms of our posture with China, do you think if this actually happens and takes place, do you think that this would have any impact on China and their plans for Taiwan?
Look, I think what this demonstrates is that the world has become a far more complicated and dangerous place, and we're seeing this play out real time with this potential trip of the speaker to Taiwan. I would also note that whoever leaked the travel details of her trip is somebody who should be held accountable. I stand with Senator Sullivan. I don't agree with Speaker Pelosi on a lot of issues, but the Chinese Communist Party should not be dictating the travel itinerary of the Speaker of the House, the number 3 constitutional officer in the United States, especially when we have a history of having CODELs over to Taiwan. They should not be permitted to dictate her travel like that. I wish her a safe trip, and I hope that cooler heads are going to prevail. But this type of belligerent rhetoric from the CCP about this type, or a spokesman who's so closely aligned with them, I think is really unfortunate, and America needs to stand strong. We are the indispensable nation, and we need to present some leadership to the world on this issue.
William, I think you made a great point, and that's a question I've been asking myself. Who do you think leaked the speaker's plans?
I don't know. I mean, in a way, it's kind of has the same themes as the Supreme Court leak. Maybe somebody was hoping to change her travel itinerary when they saw that there was the potential for a touchdown or a flyover of Taiwan, either for symbolic or political matters. But these types of leaks have got to stop. Whoever the people are that are doing this are putting lives in danger and risking the national security of the United States.
And it's not just her, it's her aides, it's her staff members and other delegates that go with her. Let's pivot, gentlemen, to the economy and the R word that no one seems to want to say, at least at the White House. Here is what the president thinks about 2 straight quarters of negative growth.
Both Chairman Powell and many of the significant banking personnel and economists say we're not in a recession. That doesn't sound like a recession to me.
Al, why won't the White House just call it a recession?
Well, they don't want to call it a recession for obvious reasons, but they do acknowledge and are happy to talk publicly about the fact that people are suffering in this country. But also they'd like to talk about the positive things they're doing to address that. Gas prices are finally coming back down. A lot of other prices are finally coming back down. They just passed a major chips bill that's going to address our manufacturing competitiveness for decades and help us beat China on some of the most important technology that exists in the world. So things are happening that are positive, but it's not great for people right now.
Yeah, William, I want to actually, running out of time, I want to get to this huge Manchin-Schumer deal that stunned Washington last week, or this week rather. And so I got to ask you, with $750 billion in tax and spending, they call it the Inflation Reduction Act. But don't you think when you start raising taxes on Americans, albeit even wealthy Americans, that eventually that has a trickle-down effect?
Yeah, absolutely. I've never met an economist who said if you're going into a recession, the first thing you should do is raise taxes on business. The first thing you should do is beef up the enforcement mechanism within the IRS so that they can go after small businesses to try and take more money out of the owners and the businesses' coffers to try and hire more people and buy more goods. I mean, I don't think this is the right approach on a number of things. I think that the Democrats are spiking the football a little bit early. We haven't heard from Senator Kristen Sinema from Arizona whether she's going to support it. And if she's able to get any sort of amendment.
This thing. Absolutely.
That's right.
All right, William, Al, thanks so much for joining us on your Saturday. We appreciate it. Come back soon.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.